Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Fins, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down the kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gunn here with Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under first-year head coach Mike McDaniel. I mean, this is a franchise that did not won a playoff game since the year 2000. But wow, I mean, they're AFC champions.
Give them a big amount of credit for getting here. And how about this franchise in total? They have won the Super Bowl twice. But those were Super Bowls 7 and 8 in 1973-74. They are so excited to be back in the big game.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. Throwing to start here is Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. He's at the 30. 10. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And just think, we thought we had seen the final chapter of Tom Brady's historic career when he retired during the offseason, but there was a voice inside of him that said, you've got unfinished business. And he certainly did. Here he is now in his 11th Super Bowl appearance. That this is going to be it for him. The Super Bowl is the only place a career like his should end.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's a tough way to start this Super Bowl, Charles. You give up the touchdown, and then on the first play, you take a shot downfield, but it's intercepted.
Yeah, Brandon, remember when we sat down with their offensive staff before the game, the offensive coordinator showed us his play sheet, and what did he have written on it? Be bold. And that's exactly what they were on their first drive. It didn't turn out. The interception came, and now they're hoping their defense can bail them out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Tua now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a play fake. Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that's what's going to go around the league and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On first down, Brady. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Wilson snags it left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's a gain of 34. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and he'll be marked down at the 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Tua. He's got him. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes our score 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Brady's throw into the hands of Darden. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now left side on the swing pass. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. So it's halftime here on Sports Grandest State. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 29, Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by Wayne. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans, 26 yards. And the Bucs are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Ryan Suckerbowl for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So that drive for 4 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just 1 more quarter remains. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. He's got it to the 43 here. And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw, it's Brady. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.